Jake Paul has taken big fights before. He's faced MMA champions, YouTubers, and legends long past their prime. But this fight? Against Anthony Joshua? According to Ryan Garcia and a panel of elite boxing minds, this isn't hype. This isn't entertainment. This isn't influencer boxing. This is danger. Ryan Garcia called the matchup a massive misstep, a fight Jake took not out of confidence, but out of pressure. Pressure from Netflix, pressure from fans, pressure to do something historic. And what Garcia said next instantly went viral. This fight might change Jake Paul's life. Physically.
I heard you guys talk about the Jake Paul fight that fell through.
Right.
Anyone have an opinion on what this next fight with Joshua is going to be like? Is it?
Yeah, man. My honest opinion, I think that this has been a misstep from Jake. I think he wanted to make his partners at Netflix a little too happy, and he's gonna walk into it. But like, look it, he loses to AJ. Where does he go from here? Like who does he fight? You gonna go back down to 135 after going
The
ahead like
problem is not that he loses to AJ. The problem is the way he gonna lose to AJ might be life changing.
right?
You know, so
I mean,
that's the real issue.
it could be life changing in many ways, right? Physical,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
See what he did in Nagano, it's like, but then again, like if he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. Nobody really expects anything. So
It's a win-win for Jake, bro. It's a
yeah,
win-win. He
Is it?
wins, he loses. Nobody expects him to win. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
a
So
win-win. But who's he gonna like? I'm not gonna want to fight him after he gets knocked out. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's like,
yeah, you would, bro. Why
would
not?
he?
He'd
Would the,
still be a big fight.
you think the money's still there,
Yeah, I mean, he lost to fucking
Tommy Fury?
Tommy Fury, right? Who's not even like a good boxer. You lose to Anthony
Right.
Joshua, a heavyweight champion.
True.
He's still pulling in bread even after the Fury loss. So
Yeah, true. You're not wrong. And Jake
Fury
knows
has
how
a
to.
strong woman by his side. Of course, he's gonna win.
Yeah, Jake.
keep
Jake.
that feminist shit
Wait.
out of here.
Mona, did he just say because he has his girl by his side he's gonna win? You're hilarious.
I was trolling, but
No, you're
yeah.
good. That was a good troll. But yeah, like man, he's good at bouncing back. That's good. Jake, no matter what happens to him, he knows how to like spin a narrative really well. If you watch like how he handles anything that negative happens to him, like him and Logan are good at that. They're definitely good at just going right after it. I
Is
give.
this an exhibition or it's a pro fight?
It's a professional fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
eight
thought.
rounds, 10-ounce gloves. It's a legit fight.
Well, I mean, that's insane. Credit to Jake for taking the fight, but I mean, I just don't understand it.
Why is Joshua training with Usyk though? Like
That's so random.
it's weird. Like you're literally training with the best boxer probably of all time, like a heavyweight for
Well,
Jake Paul. Like what kind of
Well, I
you
think he
giving
was
him a big
no,
like
but I think he was already doing that. I think it just so happened that the Jake Paul fight just came into his lap.
yeah, because he was supposed to fight Cassius Chaney, and
Yeah.
he was supposed to fight Cassius Chaney actually yesterday.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Wait,
that was
on
supposed
that
to be like a
card?
surprise fight. Yeah, it was supposed to be a surprise fight.
No
Cassius
way, for
Chaney
real?
was already scheduled to fly over there for the fight, but with the Jake Paul stuff, I mean, he's not going to turn down that money. So he was
So
like,
that means that Anthony's already in shape.
yes, yes.
Oh my god, that makes it even worse for Jake. Fuck.
If Jake would have had a chance, what way you think he should like fight
I, I
Anthony?
think. Wait, in the fight, what should he do, or what are you saying?
Yeah, what's something you think he should do? Like will help him
Bring a
win that
gun.
fight.
Bring a gun.
bring a gun.
Bro,
Just one? I would think he would need at least two.
no, honestly, I think the only way he's gonna win if God really wants him to win. That's it, bro.
No, that's
Like
facts, bro.
I don't know any other
A
way, bro.
gunner.
Like it's not gonna happen, bro. Like, cause the thing is, like, we've never fought a real heavyweight where they're really trying to hurt you. Like you fought Mike Tyson, that obviously he was too old, right? And he just didn't have no more, snap or anything. He didn't even have it on his end of his career. So it's like, what do you think? He's that freaking 60 years old now. He has it. So it's a whole different ball.
When Ryan Garcia first heard Jake Paul agreed to fight Anthony Joshua, he didn't laugh. He didn't mock him. He didn't call it brave, he called it a mistake. Not because Jake lacks confidence, not because he lacks ambition, but because stepping into the ring with a full-fledged heavyweight champion, a man with Olympic-level experience, world titles, and devastating knockout power, is a completely different universe. Ryan believes Jake took the fight to please Netflix, to keep the spotlight blazing, to prove he's bigger than influencer boxing. But he may have signed up for something he cannot undo. Garcia said it calmly, seriously, and without hesitation. Jake hasn't taken a real punch yet, not from someone like AJ. And that's when the panel jumped in. This wasn't a discussion about who wins or loses. The experts weren't debating technique or strategy. They were talking about health, about safety, about survival. Because Anthony Joshua is not a typical opponent. He's 6 feet 6 inches, 245 pounds of shredded muscle, a man who punches with force that can rattle the bones of career heavyweights. One expert said, "This isn't just losing a fight. This is life-changing damage if the wrong punch lands." Another said Jake is stepping into danger even seasoned heavyweights fear. They described Joshua's power not as strong, but as career-ending if you're not built for it. Jake Paul has never, in his entire career, taken a heavyweight punch from a prime, motivated, in-shape fighter. And that's exactly what terrifies Ryan Garcia. When discussing Jake's actual chances, the panel didn't pretend. They didn't say, Jake has a puncher's chance. They didn't say, boxing is unpredictable. They said, if they fought 1,000,000 times, Jake wins maybe once. Not 50-50, not 10%, not 1%. 1 in 1,000,000. Jake Paul has power, yes. He's improved, yes. He's committed, yes. But he has never experienced real heavyweight velocity, heavyweight timing, or heavyweight violence. Facing Anthony Joshua is like facing a different species of fighter, and Ryan Garcia knows it. If Jake wanted to test himself, he chose the wrong heavyweight. Anthony Joshua isn't slow, he isn't sloppy, he isn't old, he isn't unmotivated. This fight forces AJ to weigh under 245 pounds, and the footage shows him leaner, sharper, faster than in the last 5 years. He's punching with the snap he had before the Andy Ruiz loss. He's moving like a prime athlete again. He looks angry, focused, determined. The experts said, Jake Paul is stepping into the ring with a man reborn. And that version of Joshua? That's not someone Jake can catch. That's someone who can end a fight with a single punch. If Jake thought Woodley hit hard, if he thought Silva was skilled, if he thought Diaz was tough, he is about to discover what real heavyweight power feels like. But here's the twist, the crazy, unbelievable twist. Despite the danger, despite the mismatch, despite the physical risk, the panel said Jake Paul still wins something. Because if Jake even survives 8 rounds with Anthony Joshua, his stock goes sky high. But if Jake Paul wins, even by miracle, even by freak punch, even by stoppage or split decision, Ryan Garcia said it clearly. It would be the biggest upset in the history of sports. Not boxing, sports. Bigger than Buster Douglas knocking out Tyson, bigger than Ruiz over Joshua, bigger than McGregor lasting rounds with Mayweather. They said, if Jake Paul beats Anthony Joshua, he instantly becomes the greatest athlete of all time. The biggest upset ever, the biggest shock ever, a moment that would break the internet for years. That's the insane paradox. Jake Paul is risking his health, but chasing immortality. This fight isn't about popularity. It isn't about views. It isn't even about boxing. This is a collision between 2 worlds. A YouTube star who turned himself into a fighter and a heavyweight champion built in fire, pressure, and pain. Ryan,